Okay, guys, as promised, but I am going to talk to you guys about manifestation. Okay, the thing is, I did have to take notes because I started making this video last night, and I feel like I missed some really important key points. Two things I want to bring up before we even start talking about manifestation. Uh, Number one, you have to believe what it is you're manifesting. For example, if I go and I meditate today and I sit there and I try to manifest $1 million, I'm not going to get the $1 million. I'm not going to get, maybe in time, maybe over time, right? When it becomes more realistic to me. But it has to be believable. If you're desperate for money and you're trying to manifest money, manifest like something that is, something that is a reasonable amount of money that you could come up with or be gifted or like whatever. Don't go crazy to the point where you just, it's just not a realistic thing for you. The second part is, and I really feel like this is super important, and this is something I had to learn throughout the years, is you have to be able to let go of whatever it is. If you sit there in desperation, in need, the universe sees you in desperation and in need. Okay, so the best solution, and this is what I've been using when I'm desperate or in need, okay, is I immediately start manifesting something else. So some people will tell you, if you Google to manifest for like 21 days, that is so unnecessary, and all that does is prolong whatever it is you're manifesting. The most I ever manifest for is for 3 days. Seriously, that's it. 3 days is my maximum. And if I'm still feeling like desperate and I'm still like concerned that I'm not going to get what I manifested, I immediately start manifesting something else. So that even if it's something stupid, like, oh, I'm going to manifest like a brownie with like, with walnuts today, even just so my mind starts bringing in something else to help me forget whatever it is that I'm desperate or needy for. Okay. And guys, I'm telling you, write it down. Whatever it is you're going to manifest, whatever it is that you're trying to bring in, write it down, because it is so much fun to put that away and then go look later and find that you got what you manifested. Seriously, it's reassuring, and it helps boost your vibration. Speaking of vibration, let's talk about that really quick. The best, fastest way to manifest anything is to heighten your vibration. The two highest vibrations is gratefulness and love. Okay, so if you are coming from a place of love when you are trying to bring something in, that's fantastic. If you are grateful for what you have, but you're just, desiring something more, that's great too. Both those things have helped me tremendously, especially recently. I think that if you have a hard time raising your vibration, try really, really hard to take some time to yourself. Just try. Like, I know everybody's very busy and we all work and we all have, some of us have families or schooling or like whatever, but it's really important to take the time to yourself to try to like boost your energy, to try to think about something that brought you joy at some point in your life. Try to think about what it would feel like when you do accomplish this manifestation, like whatever it is. Okay. And so then talking about that, another thing is, and I know that I can't think of the guy. There's all forms of manifestation, guys. You can Google it forever. I'm just talking about what has worked for me. But Neville Goddard says you need to be able to feel it. I 100% agree with this. You do need to be able to feel it. So when you are, again, let's say you're manifesting a relationship. Remember all the times that you've had a relationship or what you think a relationship would feel like, and feel it. Like, you need to be able to feel it. You need to be able to smell it. You need to be able to taste it. Like, go through all your senses, because that's going to bring it in a lot faster. Okay. I will stop for a second and add one more thing about a relationship. And you guys don't have to listen to me. I'm just going to give you my opinion on manifesting relationship. If you have a person in your life and you want a relationship with them, and that's who you're trying to manifest into your life, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I get it. I've done it. I get it. I changed over the years because I no longer think that that's as effective. How I like to approach it, and again, you don't have to listen to me. You can be manifesting whoever you want. Okay, But instead of saying, hey, I really want to manifest Jim Bob back into my life, I go, hey, I would really like to manifest whoever is like ideal or best for me. So I write down everything that I would want in a person. I write down, like very, very specific things. I don't tend to write anything about looks, but feel free to add looks. But like, I really want them to, I don't make anything up. It doesn't really matter, and then be, like I said, be really specific, because the universe does love to kind of screw with us. I have brought people in before, guys, like instantly, and went, oh shit, I forgot that one thing, this isn't going to work. So sometimes I think it's best, instead of asking for the specific person, just to ask the universe to bring in a person just like with the values and the desires you have, because maybe she's confirming, because maybe the energy knows better than you do. Maybe there was something about Jim Bob that you didn't know, or you wouldn't have liked over time, and there could be a potential partner that's far better than them, and maybe that's why it didn't work out. Just my opinion on the whole relationship thing. Okay. So then the other part of manifestation that I always tell everybody to do, and this is not I did not invent this, I saw it and it just happens to work, okay, is start small, just to prove to yourself you can manifest something. And so I remember back in the day, I used to tell the kids, these were not my ideas, I just Googled it. It was like, this woman said manifest, while she was training people to manifest. She's like, manifest a rubber ducky, manifest a drum, like whatever. So I made my kids do this. I did it with my kids to prove that manifestation is accurate, but you follow the rules. So I made them sit down, and they had to picture, like close their eyes and picture them holding the drum, smelling the drum. What does the drum look like? What does the texture of the drum, how does the drum make you feel? And then let it go. And that was it. Just let it go. No word of a lie. We had rubber duckies and drums for the next 2 weeks. As a matter of fact, it took me 2 hours to manifest a rubber ducky, and I actually manifested 2. Like, because I wasn't holding on onto the idea of the rubber ducky. I was letting that go. It was easier. It's much easier to manifest something that is not really important to you. So if I'm going to give any advice to anybody starting out in manifestation, or who has been manifesting and is not seeing like quick results, in between all these big things that you need to manifest because they're important to you, be manifesting small little rinky-dink things too, so that you are proving to yourself that your vibration is there, that you are capable of doing these things. It's just that some things take a little longer because we're holding on to them so desperately, okay? And that's, in my opinion, the only real keys to manifesting. And I swear by it. I really do. I think that if a manifestation doesn't come true, it's probably because there's something better out there for you as well. But you're still gonna see it manifest. You're still gonna see it manifest. That's it. I mean, I can't think of like a really good example, but, or maybe I can. There was a video I made a very, very long time ago where I explained to you guys, there was 3 things I was after at the time, okay? One was a relationship. I don't recommend relationships now, but at the time I wanted a relationship. So I was trying to manifest something that I thought was like in my head, the ideal partner, okay? I was trying to manifest my career taking off, but as I had mentioned in the video, I said, I work with what I'm good at, okay? So I can prove to myself I can manifest things that I'm good at. Hold on, Fen. I can prove to myself, like, I think I use the example of, like, I'm a great communicator, guys. Like, even though I stumble on my words and, like, I'm not great online, I'm a good communicator as far as, like, my friends like to talk to me. I can talk to anybody, literally anybody, all walks of life. Never, I don't think I have, well, I guess I have one enemy, but like, I know that's something I'm good at. So I proved to myself, this was not recent, by the way, it's like 2021, 2022, that I could talk to anybody. And so I reached out literally to people on the internet that were huge. Were huge. Like, why would they need to talk to me? They don't need to talk to me. Like, who am I, right? I'm nobody. But I was like, I'm going to reach out to these people and see if they'll write back to me, because if they do, it's just going to, prove that this is something I'm very, very good at. And it's good to work with things you're good at, right? Like when you're trying to bring something in. And so one of the people reached out within 5 minutes, no word of a lie. And then some of the other people, it took like a week, but they all reached out, every single one of them. Isn't that crazy? And I had they weren't even like important, like people that I needed to talk to, but it was more like proving to myself that that's just a skill that I'm good at. So it's something I should work with. So what I was saying in the video originally was that I am very insecure about my ability to make money. Okay, very, very insecure about it. I've always, like, back when I was in work for alternative healing, I didn't charge that sometimes ever. I have always just been very, very insecure about that. And so I had to like manipulate my manifestation by saying, well, I really need this much income and I really need to be able to take care of my kids. And I don't think that I have the capability of being like that. So I'm going to have to manifest somebody else coming into my life and pushing me in that direction, because then if they push me in that direction, I will be successful, because somebody else is like the middleman for me. And somehow that was more realistic. Like somehow in my head, it's like I couldn't do it alone, but I bet somebody can push me into it. And that is literally, it's true. I ended up having all these friends who were super supportive. I had this relationship that was like supportive of me being, a tarot psychic, whatever. And I ended up being, I'm mildly successful, right? So I feel like, again, work with what you're good at. And I know, like I said, I know I can talk to anybody. So I did go with that. And that kind of also gave me a boost from even my career. It's like, okay, I know that I can talk and I can give messages. And, I do know that I'm good at what I'm good at. I'm not good at many things, but like, the few skills I have. So that's another thing to think about when you're trying to manifest something. Just go with what you're good at and try to like fit that into whatever it is. If you're coming at a relationship, you're trying to manifest a relationship and you don't feel like you're worthy, or you don't feel like you're attractive, or you don't feel like anybody's going to want you, well, that's literally what you're going to set out. That's the vibe you're going to set out. That's not going to work. Find a way to manipulate that. Find a way to say, I really hate that, I really hate A, B, and C about my body or my face. So I'm going to manifest somebody that loves those things, that those are like, that's their kink. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Or I'm going to manifest somebody that is only into personalities, or I'm going to manifest somebody who, really likes, whatever it is you don't like about yourself. That's one way that you can manipulate it. Okay. So again, just work with what you can. And I think I've covered everything. If there's any questions, drop them in the comments and I will make a second video, but I'm pretty sure that is it. Just hold the thought, guys. Feel the feelings. Don't do it for too long. Honestly, it's not necessary. I know, like I said, there's so many different techniques out there. The 369, the writing it down, talking in the mirror, the phone calls. I've tried them all. They're unnecessary. Hold the thought. That's it. Hold the thought. Let it go. That's it. You'll bring it in. I guarantee it. Right? So I hope this helps.